A very good afternoon, Matt. Thanks for joining us here on the program. This is Trending News, exactly 4 p.m. East African time. I am Nancy Nalimeth. Do stay with me as I bring you up to spirit with stories that are making headlines today. Let's begin. Political leaders allied to the United Democratic Alliance (UDA) are gathering at the Bomas of Kenya grounds for the party's National Governing Council meeting. According to the party Secretary General Cleopas Malala, President William Ruto is presiding over the event, which is also being graced by UDA Chairperson Governor Cecily Mbarire. Elected governors, senators, MPs, and MCs under the UDA banner are in attendance.
Because I owe it to you to give you an account of where the implementation of our manifesto imefikia. Jambo la pili, tumeitana hapa tuwe na mkutano wa chama, tuweze kupanga chama yetu na tukubaliane vile chama itaenda mbele na vile tutashirikisha Wakenya zaidi katika mambo ya chama yetu ya UDA. Na jambo la tatu, tumekuja hapa kupanga vile chama yetu ya UDA, kwa sababu chama sio ya wale sisi tumeketi hapa. Chama ni ya wenyewe, na wenyewe mnawajua. Wenyewe ndio wale walitupigia kura, watu 7.5 milioni. Tunataka tukubaliane vile chama hii ambayo ni chama tumepatiwa kwa heshima kubwa, tuweze kuiendesha kwa niaba ya wale, vile tunaweza kuunganisha chama hii na wenyewe wachukue nafasi ya kuamua mambo ya uongozi wa chama kutoka ward kwenda kwa constituency kwenda kwa county, na vile vile tutakuja.
Moving on, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has said he will front Kenya as a frontrunner in providing solutions to the rising refugee challenge. He said he will pitch Kenya's effort to solve the refugee challenge during the 74th session of the Executive Committee of the High Commissioners Program to be held in Geneva, Switzerland in a few weeks. Mudavadi said he expected to make a keynote speech at the event themed Camps to Settlements, Socio-Economic Hubs for Integrated Refugee Inclusion in Kenya.
Welcome, Honorable. Expectations of home in situations of protracted.
The 74th session of the Executive Committee of the High Commissioners Program is scheduled to be held in Geneva, Switzerland in the coming few weeks. I will be making a keynote speech at an event themed Camps to Settlements, Socio-Economic Hubs for Integrated Refugee Inclusion in Kenya. And you know what? I would like to have Dr. Muluka by my side to prompt me on. I intend to pitch Kenya as a front runner in providing solutions to the rising refugee problem. I am, in this regard, pleased to inform you that through the Shirika Plan, Kenya is pioneering innovative approaches for the refugee management. As has been hinted at by Madam Caroline, the Shirika Plan aims at transforming the refugee camps into integrated settlements, supporting the socio-economic inclusion of refugees and host communities in Garissa, Turkana, and urban areas. I will save the details of the Shirika Plan for Geneva in a fortnight. And I am happy that the Commissioner is also here because they have played a pivotal role in this journey as well.
The Agriculture and Food Authority (FAA) will in 2 weeks import 500 metric tons of sunflower seeds in a bid to resolve the acute shortage of edible oils in the country. Under the Edible Oils Promotion Project, the seeds will be distributed to farmers in 24 counties with plans to increase the acreage from 200,000 acres to 1 million acres in 5 years. This emerged during joint meeting between the Ministry and the Council of Governors, which will be implementing the 5-year project in the grassroots.
To progress production of at least 200,000 acres of sunflower, moving it from just 4,000 acres previously. And we want to thank the national government for that cooperation and support. And I'm here representing the Council of Governors, the entire governors team, and particularly the counties that are going to be running with the sunflower project. But I think it is a risk that has been outlined. But we will proceed because the risks are part of life. So we will proceed, but knowing that El Nino, yes, is a risk because if it overrains, then there will be parts of the country that probably will be affected.
And the nearest we could get seed was in Zambia. So our officers, including our Director General, and to go there and get seeds. And this morning we finalized all the approvals we needed, and we are almost confident that in 2 weeks' time, we have the seeds here with us in the country, which will be distributed to 24 counties. These 24 counties have been selected as a pilot scheme because we want to spread it to almost all the counties which are able to grow sunflower. But we are importing 500 metric tons. And that will end up to the 70 metric tons we got from the Kenya seed. So in total we'll be having about 570 metric tons that in 3 months' time we'll have harvested.
Now, despite an assurance by the Ministry of Education that funds have been released to all schools across the country, some schools in Bondo sub-county are yet to receive their capitation. Speaking at his office in Bondo town, Kenya National Union of Teachers NAT Bondo Branch Executive Secretary George Ajwang says that they have got complaints from so many schools that have not yet received their capitation. The NAT boss stated that the learners are now suffering because almost all schools are affected, with the majority whose funds have been remitted receiving only part of what they are supposed to get.
The Bondo schools are really affected, and most of the head of institutions, that is the teachers and the principals, have not received the money, where a few who have received have not got the full amount which they are supposed to get. You find in the school, one class, one account has got our funds, the other account are not receiving the money. And in one of some schools, you find the whole accounts, all the 4 accounts have no amount, they have not received any amount. So we are really requesting the government to come clear so that we can know, because this is going to affect our pupils who are in school and students who are in school, because people are preparing for the national examination and the timetable is already out. That is on 30th of this is of October. They are going to have the exams, but the preparation is not that well. We are not being prepared. The kids are not being prepared well, and at this particular time, the government does not allow parents to give money to schools. So the head teachers and the principals are really in a coma. They don't know what to do, and they are really affected because they are being asked now and then to provide the accounts to the office, that is the ministry's office. They are being asked to acknowledge the amount they have received. They are being asked to add names of names, but at the end of the day, they don't get this amount as expected.
Away from that, residents from communities living along the Kenya-Uganda border are now living in fear of the region's insecurity, which is affecting cross-border trade. West Pokot Senator Julius Murgor says that there is a need for intervention with the two countries to stabilize peace and improve the socio-economic livelihoods of the residents.
Conflicts iliyo katika sehemu za Wapokot wa upande huu pamoja na Karamojong wa Uganda ambao wananyang'anya na ng'ombe. Kuna insecurity mbaya sana, na kwa hivyo naomba serikali yetu hata ya county na pamoja na county commissioner na pamoja na county commandant waweze kuingia katika sehemu hiyo ya Kanyerus na Nakuyen ili kutuliza raia ambao sasa wanahama bila kujua wanahama wapi na wanaelekea upande gani.
Tumeona changamoto kubwa kwa upande wa Karamojong na Pokot. Tukiwa hapa pahali tupo saa hizi, kuna mengi ambavyo imetendeka asubuhi huu. Kuna mmoja wameuliwa jana. Wengine ambao marafiki tumeshikana pamoja nao wakasema kwamba kuna Maturkana wamekuja hapa mkaa chonjo. Hata saa kila mtu wako wenye wako karibu huko wako na malishoni pa ng'ombe wamekaa chonjo, lakini tunaomba serikali waone macho kule ambavyo tuwe na kuwa na amani.
And in sports, Safaricom Chapadimba heads to Nyanza for its final round as 8 teams line up for the championship scheduled for this weekend at the Moi Stadium in Kisumu. Saturday will see 4 boys teams and 4 girl teams from 6 counties of Nyanza that qualified in the regional inter-county playoffs battle it out with the semi-final winners proceeding to the finals on Sunday. The winners will take home 250,000 Kenyan shillings, booking a slot to represent Nyanza region at the national finals set for early next year in Nairobi.
We had more than 500 teams registering, and this, I think, is attributed to the introduction of cash prizes at the county level. Like last weekend, the games that we had saw the winners and the first runners up going home with 75,000 and 30,000 respectively. And that was not it. The most valuable players went home with 10,000 shillings and a scholarship to Ativet College.
Waweze kutia bidii na tukiendelea kushinda wanapata nafasi ya kushirikiana pamoja na hata wasimamizi ama sponsors, na wanaweza kupata scouting team yenye imekuja pia kuonelea wale ambao wanacheza hiyo michezo, kwa sababu Chapadimba sio mchezo ndogo ambayo inavutia watu wachache, inavutia watu wengi sana.
Lazima tunataka tubebe hii cup ya regionals, tuleta hapa shule na pia twende nationals, na tujaribu pia tunataka tubebe hizo vikombe na tuna huo uwezo.
And that is all we had for you this afternoon right here on Trending News. But here is what you can be expecting at 7 p.m. on Lookup Tarifa and at 9 p.m. Look Up Weekend. We'll be looking at the UDA, which has held its national governing meeting. And of course, right there in Bomas, our reporter Stanley is on that bait. So we'll be giving you the party resolution that they have made, and today a few changes in their leadership, as well as the President, William Ruto, just giving a scorecard of what the UDA party has done so far. And as well, the azimio members were currently addressing members of the press. We'll be giving you details of how that unveils there at the World Tourism Day, as well as the El Nino preparations and the NTSA warning drivers to be careful when they are on the road, as the El Nino, which has currently been experienced in different parts of the country and yet to be experienced in the other many different parts, just the cautiousness on drivers and pedestrians as well on the roads. But for now, it's good.